Right, so back to the live again. Shit. Being gang stalked by these people. Yet again, just a continuous bunch of gang stalking people from these government people. Like, all they want to do, like, because obviously I'm doing all this, using my brain as usual. So obviously anyone that wants to join is going to get straight to the point, because like I said, when you keep getting gang stalked and being made to run up and down and do all these things, from the last live, what I was talking about, torture tactics. Not even able to jump on the live right now because I'm not even in the right state of mind to be talking. So all the things that they do, what I spoke about in my last live, torturing tactics, targeting individuals, high rate crimes, on the spot fines, causing confusion, epstein files, lots of investigations with no end to a mean. It's a lot of things that, do you know what I mean? Keeping us all busy. Taxes on everything that people are forced to pay. Terms and conditions for everything. Enforced agreements for everything. Wars being started. Racial profiling. Removing children from innocent families. Enforced disappearance. Forceful arrests of non-criminal matters, i.e. false arrests. Fabrication by those in position of power towards citizens, by the consents of the governed, the people, knowingly or unknowingly. Seriously, it's really busy. So that's what I've been busy doing, trying to sort out all of these things and still having to sort it out. So it's a lot of work and it's a lot of research that I've been doing to get to be able to write all of that down, give you the program of everything. That's the program. Wait, let me underline that. Trauma bonding is the program, which includes, and that just includes, that ain't even a full list. It's probably more to the list that you can add to the list. Sorry. So the government gains our consent and authorization through our signature. So they can go to the central bank and FCA, obtain funds on our behalf, what we do not get or receive. So we'll just draw a bank and just call it the central bank. So yeah, they confuse us with a whole heap of whatever on the spot fines, take out billions and trillions, funding housing under trust with us as beneficiaries. So when we get rehoused, they go to the central bank. Because that is the only place that prints money, the central bank. Nowhere else prints money except for the central bank. So that's where their money comes from. So if the money's getting printed here, so the money's getting printed here or in another place to do with here, and then they get the cash wholesalers to go and collect the money. They go collect it and then they deliver it to their bank, what they have, so that they can buy land and purchase property. And that's what the housing does. And like I said, when they take out all these billions and trillions, you have to remember none of them never worked in Tesco or Asda or anything like that for none of that money. They never did. So anytime they want money, that's where they go. And then they get us to go elsewhere for money. So and employers are also, they get money from the central bank as well. Employers. So whatever they get it for, I don't know. Not all of them might go there, some of them might not. But the ones who are understanding the process of how everything works will be definitely going to order the cash, wholesale cash, for whatever it is that they need. Courts, judges, again, they have a connected banking system that connects to the central bank, and depending on what the case is. So if the case comes under trust law, it will come under these trust law, and then you've got criminal law. So again, if you commit a crime and you can't pay for whatever it is, and you get, well, like I said, I'm not even going to explain that part then. Just depends how severe the crime is. So if you do a lesser crime and you get a fine, like say for instance on the spot fines for driving penalties or whatever, parking in the wrong space, or dropping a cigarette on the floor, that will be where is it now? Yeah, here, where they want you to pay. Where they want you to pay money there. And then under family law, they will go to the central bank again for the money. So it doesn't really make no sense. So, I mean, there's other laws as well, because then obviously I'll go into banking law, because obviously banking law will probably be the best one to handle certain things. So obviously that would come above all, because like I said, all these go to that bank for the money, depending on how severe the crime is. So if the crime is severe, they go here for the money because they need paying. And even if it ain't severe, they'll still go there because they need the money, and then you get given a fine for wasting their time with committing crimes or whatever it is that you do if you commit a crime. So in relation to here, when they want you to pay and not giving you the information, and therefore, because they don't give you the information and want you to pay money, yeah, they don't give you the information on how they get the money, they won't tell you none of that. They just want you to pay the money. So I'm guessing that they're expecting people to know how to go to the central bank and get money, like how they do. And with what they do, they actually do it on your behalf. So that's why they need your signature for everything. Signature, yeah, they need your signature. You need to sign to give them the authorization, which is here, so that they can go and withdraw money. That will come on if you giving them your signature to draw out money, that will come under out of a bank, yeah. You know, so they need your signature here for the housing and whatever it is, and because the NHS comes under the trust as well, so they definitely need your signature here, your consent here, they need your signature there, they also need your signature there, and they definitely need your signature here. Well, they don't really need your signature for that, because obviously if they got your signature there, they don't really need anything else, because they will expect that you will understand that that's what they do. So that's what it will come under. Banking law, what they do. Like say for instance, if someone gave me, if I went to someone and they had a bank account with money in it, and I said to them, I'm going to go and get you a house, I'm going to buy you a house, and I don't tell you how I'm going to buy you the house, I don't tell you the ins and outs of how I'm going to buy you a house, and then I take your card and your signature and your consent, but don't tell you that that's what I'm going to do. And then next thing you know, go to the bank, draw out money on your behalf, and then you go to the bank and half the money's gone down. So that's why we get debt. So obviously you get debt, the national debt, which is national debt, and that keeps on going up. And then you got national debt, and you got inflation. Yeah, that's the one. Inflation, where everything just keeps on going up and up and up, because they want us to pay the national debt back. So every time they keep, so it's like one big circle. So every time they keep getting our consent to do all these things, it makes the national debt go up and up and up, and inflation goes up and up and up. So it doesn't really make no sense, because every time they go and get money, it goes up, because how are we going to pay for billions and trillions, really, when you think about it? How long will it take to pay for billions and trillions? You know what I mean? It's going to take a very long, it's going to like take generations to pay back that, because of what they do and the way how they do it. And then they then get us to get a job. And then the employees go there as well. They go to the central bank, they go to the cash wholesalers, and then they tell us that we should go and get a job, because and obviously if they actually cared, if any of them actually cared about us, they would tell us about these things. So again, I'll probably be questioning why they don't want to tell people about these things. I mean, I can see why they wouldn't want to tell people about these scenarios, but at the same time, I do think that because of everything that they keep doing, and the way how they keep confusing people, and the way how they're creating a national debt and inflation, and giving us like a very impossible means to pay it all back, I do think that they should tell people, and therefore by telling people and then getting people to go and sort out their own money from here, or whatever it is that you need to do to get the money from here, I think that they should tell people, so they can go sort out their own things, unless you want to keep paying back billions and trillions. And unless you, I mean, how, if you get a job, yeah, how are you going to pay back billions and trillions? And if you do have your own business, yeah, and you don't know nothing about this, and you just like taking money from the people who are broke anyway, and they're just getting broke, and you know, if they're so broke anyway, how are you going to be a billionaire and a trillionaire anyway? Because even if you became a billionaire and a trillionaire and set up your own business, if you ain't going there and you ain't accounting for this money here, and it's not sorting out the national debt, then that is going to be a problem as well. So yeah, they just like to create problems for people and confuse people in many ways and deceive people in many ways. Like going to the central bank, and that is for, the central bank is for the people. So it doesn't really make no sense if you go to the central bank on behalf of the people, and then they don't want us to know how to do it, and then getting us to pay everything, getting us like sending us loads of bills and like on the spot fines, and then, you know, like mine, what's doing it for me is the bills for me. That's what does it the most for me. You know, when I keep sending these water bills and electricity bills and council tax bills every year, like it's never ending, like you're just always in some billing debt. And even when you go and look at what the gas and the electric companies and the water companies do, because obviously if you're getting our consent to go and buy housing and land on our behalf, and it's under a trust and we're the beneficiaries, then who's the owner? Because they ain't the owners, so we are the beneficiaries. They ain't the owners, so obviously the people are the owners of the land. And then the way how they do it as well, like say for instance, they write up a tenancy agreement, get you to sign that as well, saying that basically you signed here as well. So you just signed into something where if you violate the signature and the contract that you just signed, which is the tenancy agreement, if you violate it, we can kick you out. So you signed it. When you sign it, that's what they can do. If you didn't sign it, or you put something there on the signature, you know, on the parts there or whatever, and you know your rights and stuff like that, if you know about all of this, I'll be probably changing up them tenancy agreements, and better still, I'll just move out anyway. I'll just go to the central bank myself and go and print the money, get the money printed or whatever it is that I need to do to go and sort this out, so I can move out of this and out of their land, thing what they bought people. Because like I said, with the tenancy agreement and the eviction notice, then they can kick kick you out of your property because you signed it and said that they can. And they can also, again, if you buy a house and the land, because it's still under the trust, under the crown, because again, you gave them your signature on the birth certificate, so that comes under the crown. So that's why it's under crown copyright. So again, you gave them your signature and your authorization to say, oh, if anything happens, like, oh, I can't, or I come into some debt for some strange reason in relation to your mortgage, they can kick you out of the house as well. So, you know, just you gave them the signature to do that. So that's what they do. And in relation to let's see, the Epstein files again. I'll just start on another page for that. Epstein files. That again, with all the hundreds and thousands of children going missing and people as well. So you've got that enforced disappearance where people get kidnapped. And the accounting, that's something that I'll probably go over when I've sorted out my accounting, which ain't going to be too long, but I'll probably try and explain how the accounting comes in, the accounting side comes into it in regards to getting us to then the other banks, the lower banks, which also go to the central bank for money. So you've got TSB, NatWest, Halifax, Lloyds, Santander, all them banks there go to the central bank for money because they don't print money either. So that's why that's where the accounting comes in, because they then, when they go to the central bank on your behalf, again, they need your signature. Halifax, when you open up an account, they need your signature. They need your signature for whatever, so that they can go to the central bank and go and draw out money on your behalf. So even that is just a whole load of explaining. And then yeah, so when the Halifax and TSB get you to sign to go and say they can go and get the money out on your behalf, or take money from someone else's account and borrow it to you, but they don't tell you how they go and get it. So then with the accounting, they then get you to, every time you want to send money to someone, they get you to type in, because it's a website, so you type it in on their website, because I have a website, so they have a website. It's just their website is selling services to do money and finance, and my website is something else, but it's still the same thing. Website, you go on the website, website or their app. Yeah, and then they get you to text or send in a text, yeah, text. And that's what it is, text messages, to send £20 cash to someone else's account, to someone else's bank. That's why they call it an account, you know what I mean? That's why it's called an account, because it's to do with accounting. So if you know about accounting, then you should probably understand a little bit of, maybe you might not understand it in that way, but then that's how they brainwash people, because some people get jobs in accounting, probably don't even know this information and don't know how to connect the dots, and then probably try and deceive people. Maybe they got hired to do that as well. Maybe they got paid to brainwash people some more, because like I said, you know, if you're in all of this and these are all connected and you probably related or whatever, and you chose from a while back, from however many years ago or centuries ago, when you started trauma bonding, the society decided to trauma bond whole of society, yeah, and then keep all of this secret by not telling people, then obviously if you're a part of that secret or that cult or whatever they want to call it, you know, if you're a part of it, then you probably will not be telling people, and you just be going to the bank for your family and for whatever, and just taking the piss out of people and using your power and your knowledge to take the piss out of people by not telling people and not giving them the information. So text to send £20 cash to someone else's bank, which is the cash storage box. What they put in the wall. Right, so they actually drill the wall, put the cash storage box in the wall. Yeah. And then and then they come in the van. So the van comes G4. So obviously if you know about G4S and what they're connected to as well. So obviously I'm just gonna tell you what they do on this side, but they also have dealings with the legal side as well. So G4S delivers it. They just deliver it. They just get the requests, So it might not even be G4S. It might be another wholesale storage, cash, whatever. Because there's more than one, but this is the main one. G4S will go and pick up the cash for you. So you send a text over to them saying that you want to send £20 to someone else's bank. So if I want to send my son £20, yeah, or if I want to send my daughter £20, yeah, and then they will go, right, we've got your request that you want to send £20 to their bank, so we're going to go and get all the G4S and get them to go to Halifax so that they can go and take out £20 out of the cash storage box or however they do it and deliver it to TSB, because it's all to do with the account. So you need to make sure that whatever people request an order, that it stays within the accounting. So if someone says they want £20 to go to TSB, then TSB needs to do the accounting for that, and Halifax needs to do the accounting for that, and G4S needs to make sure to balance the actual cash as well. But then they turn around and say, we're all paying by card, which again, like I said, all that part is just like kind of baffling me a bit. So I'll have to probably talk to you a bit later in relation to that. But my main goal right now is I want to, with my business, like what they do, Halifax and all of them, I want to go and take my business and go and do whatever I'm doing with my business, like what they do, and I want it done as soon as possible because I want to move out. So if I'm on the live and I go off the live, that's what I'll be doing. And I talk to them. I've not spoken to them about everything, but I did tell them when they started harassing me and bothering me in relation to the tax and whatever else they do, because they've been bothering me for so long. That's why I told them I'm going to research them. I told them this a while back, put in a statement, send them letters, told them that I'm going to find out exactly what they do, and I did. And then obviously if you find out exactly what they do and you put it all together, obviously it doesn't really make no sense for me to talk about it on a live and not do nothing about it. Obviously I'm talking about it because I want to share it with everybody else so that they can go and do something about it as well, because I'm going to go and do something about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to go and talk to these people and write letters to these people, and I'm definitely going to be going to the central bank and talking to them about the banking setup, and I will even write to Halifax, whichever bank I'm registered with, if I want to go and write to the manager and the finance. I mean, I could write to them, but there wouldn't really be no point too tough in writing to them when I can just go and write to the central bank where they go, and go tell the central bank that I understand what they do, blah blah blah, and then go and do what they do. But it won't be on behalf of the people, it'll be on behalf of my business and wanting to grow my business and wanting to make sure that I've got enough money to go and buy what I need in life and buy my kids what they need in life and get everyone else to do the same. That's my mission, because it took the piss out of me and took the piss out of my family. So that is my mission. And then put me here and having pay, I don't know if to pay people to take the piss out of me. Yeah, putting me in some accommodations where they gang stalk me and harass me and bother my child and just took the piss out of my life. So obviously, if you're gonna do that to someone, yeah, if you're gonna like spend your time taking a piss out of my life and taking a piss out of my family, yeah, I will go and find out what you do. So that's what they do, and I'll do more than do what them go and do what they do. So if they don't like it, that's not my problem. And because so many people are brainwashed, I think that people will be happy for the information. So I will write a step-by-step guide. So if you don't know how to do it, I will write a step-by-step guide and put it up on my TikTok on a link, so you can go and read it or buy it or whatever, if depending on whether I charge or not. But you know, because I've been researching this and wrecking my brains or whatever, and using a lot of my brain cells and a lot of running up and down, I think that maybe I might charge not too much for it, but it's probably going to be a charge for the work that I did just to get to that stage. So yeah, they can yeah, so you can just have a little bit of, actually, you know what, I'll put it back on that, yeah, so you can just see for yourself. And like I said, if you know about accounting, then you're off with a good start. And assets as well, because you need assets, and you don't have to have the assets already. You can just write up something and, you know, say that it's future assets. If you want to build on, so if you want to start building on something, you can just like say future assets. Like say for instance, I want to buy a manor. I want to buy a mansion, but I think that a mansion is too big, so I just want to buy a manor that's not too big. Although some people buy mansions, and then whatever else that I want to buy, I'll go buy it. So I want it done, sorted by this year, July, because I want to move out of here and away from these people that have been harassing me and bothering me and continuously harassing me in the worst way. Like, just won't leave me alone. Like, just like there's something that I have for them, yeah, that they want. Like, I'm not really too sure what it is that they wanted with me and my kid. Yeah, maybe they wanted the flat, that they put me in this ground floor flat with the garden. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, you know, I if they want it, if they want back the garden, they can have it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'll be moving and going getting my own garden and making sure that if I own the land and then the water companies and the gas company and the electric company want to come and like bill me for anything, yeah, I will let them know that the government don't own the land, Crown don't own the land, it's all under trust. So, you know, it's going to be a contractual thing where they're going to be getting my consent on whether I want to contract with them in relation to the gas on the land that I own and the water and the electric. And then maybe if they want money and they want a contract and they want my signature and they want to make more money, maybe with this information we can come up with some kind of agreement in relation to that when they tell me what they do with the trading side of things. So that's trading on the stock exchange. Not the London, I don't think they go on the London Stock Exchange, it's a different one, what the gas and companies do. So that's where they go. The gas stock exchange and electric stock exchange, and then the water is just, you know what I mean? Like the water might want money for their services, so again, if you want money, because the central bank prints money, which they all do, they want money. That's what they want from us. While at the same time, they go to the central bank for money. And then where do we go with all this money? How do they expect us to pay for all of these things, like these continuously 1,700 every 6-7 months from one company, and then the other company wants another 4,000 after how many months, and then the next one wants another 3,000. It's a lot of money that they want each year. It's not even like you pay for the year and then as the year, you know, that's it. No, these people want money every year, like every month, every year, rent every month, electric every year, gas every year. It's a lot of money. So that's what they want. And yeah, so the subject is money. And then in relation to, because I just want to, before I jump off the live, yeah, let me just see who's on there, because I've not even been checking out who's on there. 2 people. Right, well, hello. Oh my God, who's that?
Oh no, you invited me, bro.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I didn't even. Do you know what? I must have pressed something.
Oh, it's
I'm.
alright.
Yeah, I'm jumping off the live. Yeah, but obviously, if you got anything, if you want to question me about anything that I've been explaining, or you want to say anything about anything, have you been watching my live?
No, I've been on my own, and it
Oh,
just
right,
said
okay.
you invited me across.
Yeah, I'm gonna download it anyway. So
Alright,
yeah, I'm gonna
I'll have a good
download
one.
it and upload it on YouTube, so my live will be on there, and just checking to see.
Alright, we'll have a good one.
Yeah, yeah, just yeah. Take up. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, so there's some people jumped off the live and jumped on the live and then jumped off the live and whatever. So like I said, I will download this and you can watch it on YouTube if you want. But like I said, you know, if you don't want to, if you know, because I explain this to people. So if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, that is not my problem. Do you know what I mean? I'm just giving you the information, so you can either take it or don't take it. Because there's people that I can go and talk to about this online, and they'll be happy for the information. So I'm just doing my live so that if they want to watch it later when I upload it, they can watch it. If they don't want to listen, that's not my problem. I'm just letting you know what the government does. If you don't like it, it's not my problem. I'm just saying, you know, if you don't take the piss out of me and my family, yeah, and do these things to me and my family and harass me and harass my kid, and then think that I'm just going to stand here and do nothing, especially because it's a sunny day. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be doing something and it's positive. I think it's a positive thing what I'm doing, but then at the same time, the Epstein files, I think that I'm going to probably talk about that later. Epstein files and what it has to do with our authorization, because like I said, these people, because they deal with assets, you have to understand that authorization, our signature, and then they deal with assets. So assets. So you have the NHS, and they obviously, you know, heart and how much that costs money. Liver costs money. I don't know if they got bones on the list, but I'm taking it that, you know, if they can sell a bone, they probably do that. Send bones and shit. What else can you think of? So if you can think of all the body parts, yeah, that you can think of that can get sold for people that might need it or for whatever, like, and I know one of them is what do you call it, placentas. I mean, I think that what they're saying that's actually going for 50,000 apparently when you have a baby and then they take the placenta off. Apparently that's going for 50,000. So this is what I'm talking about. So this will come under assets depending on what they need it for. Because obviously once you buy a heart or sell it, it then becomes an asset on the balance sheet because you just sold it for £50,000 like it was an asset that you sold, like it was property. That's what they do. And then the dark arts of it, dark arts side of things, which the dark arts is how you will get Epstein's files. That's, and if you want, I don't know if you can call it speculation or whatever, because I haven't really been reading too much into them Epstein files, especially because they've been deleting shit, which obviously they're gonna delete it because, again, you know, if they got our authorization and signature, it just seems to me like they're just doing what they want, basically, including dark arts. And then, you know, if you got the police, and I'm not saying that I don't think that they help, you know what I mean? Because like they got I think they got two sides. They got the light side where they help people, helping others, and then they got the dark side where they do other things, which obviously will come under a list of all the things that, you know, if you check out all the case studies and all the dark stuff that happens here, like the last one was in relation to some guy in the hospital who said they was going to try and kill him, and then he managed to break free from the hospital and then ran to the police and blah blah blah. So that's the dark side, you know, long list dark side. And then the Epstein files would obviously come under the dark side in relation to enforced disappearances, and people and kids going missing. That's the dark side. And then you got dark side of the police, where people get killed by the police, death while in custody, and the guns. So it's like they get the body parts, the heart, the liver, the bones, and the centre. The police get the guns and ammunition. I mean, these people really are like guns and ammunition, you know. And then what was the other one? So just anything that they can think of, really. The housing, get the landlord's trust, get your property, and land under trust. The social, right, deal with families. children. And also, I would like to, one thing that I really don't understand is, not that I don't understand it, but we are all still children under the eyes of the law because, so they have all this control, and then they wonder why we get a dark side with all of that. And then children, in relation to children, you have the birth certificate. So let's just draw birth certificate, which gives them the authorization again because you need signature. So they even need signature for that as well. When it comes under the crown, under trust again, and then they have the word child on it. And one thing I also did my research on is that you can also get a child company, which is a company business. So you can have a child company, father company, mother companies. So you can just go and check out, it's on Google. Sister company. Brother I don't know if I think brother comes under it as well, brother companies. And that's what you can get. And so therefore, when they come and want to come and talk about your child, and then you have this, I will question that as well, because it just makes you think, if that's what they do, like really, like, because it's not like you don't know what it is. Like, it's not like these people do not know what they do, and then when you go and want to talk to them about it, they want to come with some extreme powers to try and make it out like you're talking shit and blah blah blah. So that's it for today. I'm gonna go and do my work, finish my work, and go and sort out money. So if I come on a live again, maybe I might just jump on a live and go and explain it a bit more better, because I think the way how I'm explaining it is just oh, thanks for the likes. Oh, and I will hopefully maybe jump back online, maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I mean, today I don't even know, because I'm not even in the right state of mind, because I'm tired, because I've been so busy. I'm tired, so I've got a life outside of the lives and social media, so I'm just busy with a lot of other things, and busy with sorting these things out here, because I will definitely be sorting it. So yeah, I will see you on my next live soon. See ya. I'm going now. Bye. Right, do you know what? I'm having a problem with getting off. How do you end these lives now? I can't even send a message. Can't even message anyone on here. Can anyone tell me how I switch off the live? Wait a minute. Um, in life, please stay tuned.